Welcome to Chop It Up with the Pies. We want to thank y'all for joining today.
Yes, we definitely want to thank you for joining today because we have a great topic. We have a great topic today, don't we, babe?
Yeah, we have a super duper great topic.
So, word on the street, Naomi and Ruth, for those that know a little bit about your Bible, Naomi and Ruth were lovers. That's the word on the street.
Okay.
But we're not going to waste no time. We're going to show y'all where we got this from. Take a look.
Okay.
Number one, Ruth and Naomi. Ruth and Naomi were in a same-sex lesbian relationship. Look how quiet it got in here. I'm trying to sit down. I want to give another example. David and Jonathan. David and Jonathan were married. They were a same-gender loving couple. Now, I know you know about David and Goliath, and you know about David and Saul, but David and Jonathan were married. They were a same-gender loving couple. And this is the piece that we often miss about their relationship. There are many references in the text to the fact that they were sexually active.
Okay, since y'all seen the video and y'all understand what this man has said, is blasphemy in the church to me. But, we don't condemn homosexuality, but we know Naomi and Ruth was not lesbians. But the thing is that we're going to have questions, and we really want y'all to get back with us because we know we're going to set some people off, and that's okay. So you heard what he said. He said Naomi and Ruth was lovers, and Boaz was just a sperm donor. He went on and said, I think it's on that part. And the other part that David and Jonathan was lovers.
Yeah, we're gonna show another clip.
We're gonna show another clip because this man has totally shot off. So let me ask you something, wifey. Now, how when you first heard that, what did you feel about that?
Well, I immediately felt that was just another somebody in the church who is trying to make their sin be okay. Well, their sin not sin, put it like that.
I know you might know, but I want to make sure that you know. Is that biblical reference on what he was saying? Is that reference in the Bible, or that's something he just made up?
He completely twisted it.
Okay.
Now you know.
Okay.
You're more studied than me.
True.
Yeah. So, did he twist it or did he not twist it?
Like a pretzel. Yes, he did. He twisted that giant, and he ought to be ashamed of himself, and God gonna deal with him on that lie, because he's just gonna. See, this is this is what's going on. If you don't like what God's doing, don't be a part of it. But why would you waste your life lying on God and you never even seen God or experienced God? So if you want to be that person? If you want to be that person to try to sound like what you saying is so profound and people just are gonna be moved by it, mostly women. I just threw that in. That's your thing. That's your thing. But for us real men and women of God, that ain't working for us. So I just want to encourage men and women of God to let's continue to try to shut down these lies that these people are promoting, this false propaganda that Ruth and Naomi was lesbian.
So where do you think he got that from? Why do you think that he even thought that he could trip people up?
Well, see, let's start. Well, I got a simple answer. Then I'm gonna go a little further. But the first simple answer is Satan. The simple answer is Satan. Let me slow down so I can straighten this out. The next answer to your question is, when you're not comfortable and you're a little scary about your lifestyle that's not approved by society, you have to do something. You have to stand out. You have to say something to make people believe what you saying is true. And what he's saying is true, but it's only to them or to him that he's promoting that lie to. Common and natural people don't accept anything that he's saying when it comes to God and how he spoke the word. But the thing is that, so let me ask you something, sister, wife. Now, when you first heard that, I know, were you like, what is this man talking about? Or did you just say, you see that hidden agenda that's going on today, how men and women are not of the normal sex trying to push Satan's agenda? How did you feel about that?
Both of those things. Looking at what is he talking about, and I'm looking at he's trying to push an agenda. But there are so many people nowadays in the church, especially since laws were passed as far as same-sex marriage and all that. Now they're digging deeper. They're finding things that's not even there.
Right.
To try to make their lifestyle be okay in the eyes of God. He even says in another clip, and we're going to show this right here.
Okay.
Okay, so he says in this clip clearly says that Jesus affirmed.
Okay.
Yeah. Now come on now.
Okay.
Where he got that from, I don't know. But it's like I've always noticed in the church how you would see a lot of homosexuals like singing the loudest in the choir. And it was just like they know that they're wrong, even though they may yell to the top of their lungs that they're not, that God is okay with that because that's how he made them or whatever. But they know deep down they're wrong.
Right.
So it's like when they're in church and they're the loudest singer or the loudest person praising God, it's like they're trying to overcompensate for that sin. It's like if I can just sing a little louder, if I can just give a little bit more money, if I can be the nicest person I can be, gotta look over that sin because deep down I know I'm not right. And let me try to convince everybody else out here. If I can convince more and more people that I'm not wrong and this lifestyle is okay, then I might start to believe it myself.
Right.
Type thing. That's not what I see.
Well,
and it's a shame because he's leading so many people astray. So many people clapping and going on. And it's like everybody out there clapping got either they're gay or they got a gay child, a cousin, or somebody. I don't know.
So now this is the thing because I got to go biblical. So that's what we are talking. That's what we're talking about is Ruth and Naomi.
Yes.
Now Ruth and Naomi was not lesbians. Now let's get that understood that they was not, and Boaz was not just a sperm donor. Let me give you a little backdrop real quick. When Ruth says she'll follow Naomi wherever she go, I go. Now he quoted that you in the video. I'm sure you heard it. He quoted that. What did that sound like? Some lesbian stuff.
He clearly said that they had sexual relations. He didn't just say that they were together. He said they had a sexual relationship. I mean, and I'm trying to figure out where he got that from, but he didn't say it seemed like it.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Ruth was married to Naomi's son. Naomi's son had died. Naomi's son had died, which was Ruth's husband. When did Ruth become a lesbian? I'm trying to figure it out now. Naomi, because her husband, she had two sons and her husband, they had passed away in the land that they lived in, and she was going back home just like anybody else. If everybody's gone, they relocate, and so Ruth was wanted to relocate with Naomi. That's what there was. Let me straighten up about Boaz. Boaz had an attraction to Ruth. That's what there was, because Ruth was working when Naomi made it back to her homeland. Ruth was working in the fields, and Boaz was wealthy, and Boaz seen Ruth. Ruth, he seen her, and one thing led to another one. But Naomi knew that Boaz liked Ruth, and so when Naomi told her to go in and be one with him, that was based on. When Naomi told Ruth that was just based on an attraction, a male and a female attraction. It has nothing to do with homosexuality. So this man is a blasphemous in the church. And in the church, let me say this real quick because I don't want to preach this thing out. If a church building that's made by man's hands, and you got men and women that's promoting anti-God, that's not a church. That's a gathering. I'm gonna need y'all to know that. It has nothing to do with the spirit realm. That has nothing. Yeah. So let me ask you something. So do you think? Because I've spoken in time past about women promoting these type of men. So do you see? Have you already known that that's true? So do you see as well as I see that women promote? If you cut these men off, it's like when they say you cut the head off, the body gonna die. If you cut that lie off, the body will go away. Basically what I'm saying, if you stop these men up in these churches, these buildings that's made by man's hands, not the spirit church, Jesus being the body of the church and the head of the church, not that church, these men will stop coming. Listen to this. You remember a time when they didn't, not too long, just recently, they didn't want homosexual men and women coming in, holding hands and doing homosexual stuff.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now they didn't bypass that and let them come and preach now they went past that part. Now they preaching in the pulpit.
Because he's
so what you think about that?
He's the first. He called himself the first gentleman. So the man that's speaking, I don't know his name. I guess we had to.
Well, we know he's lying.
He called him his husband. I can't even say it with a straight face, but the husband, I guess, has a church, and he's the first gentleman instead of being the first lady. It's just all completely twisted up.
Right.
But not just Ruth and Naomi. He says that David and Jonathan.
Right.
Were as he said, a same-sex loving couple.
Right.
Come on.
Well, I mean, he could have just went on down the line. He could have said Mary and Elizabeth, who was cousins, was lesbians.
Exactly.
He could have said John the Baptist was a lesbian or homosexual. I mean,
just kept on going.
Just kept on going. It didn't make no difference. Paul, Peter.
Yeah, exactly.
He could have named all New Edition, Ralph, Ricky, Ronnie, and Mike. It didn't make no difference. Back to the truth that this man who promotes this lie have no reason, and you're gonna say the thing this gonna sound crazy, to tell the truth. The reason why he has no reason to tell the truth, because he's living a lie.
That's right.
See, because a lie can't be nothing but a lie. Just like a tree can't be nothing but a tree. An apple can only bear apples, and oranges can only bear oranges. So the thing is that he's promoting this lie, and everybody's all right with it. But I want everybody to understand that's gonna be looking at this and listening to this. We're in real time with real people.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that live in that life, they want to promote you and they want to be promoted. And when I say promote you, they'll praise and give you all the accolades that you need to believe in them. Mm-hmm. And how they do that, because they'll play the victim. They'll play the victim, and when they play the victim, that'll pull on your heartstring. Because, and how many children? I won't say kids, young people. How many family members hearts are being pulled and tugged because they got family members that's homosexual and gays? And don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna bow down. I'm standing 10 toes down on my truth, and that's God's truth. That I'm not agreeing with homosexuality, and I'm not agreeing with transgender or nothing. And I don't want them in our churches. I don't. But the thing is that I'm not going to allow you to lie to me or people I know to push your agenda, because I don't feel bad when I know you practicing that for real. Mm-hmm. Now, if you was a victim, they forced you to be a homosexual, I got compassion. But if I know that you're doing that for real and you really want to live that life and be about that life,
right? Because it used to be homosexual. Of course, you're welcome in the church, and you're still welcome in the church in the sense of wanting to be transformed, wanting to change your life, wanting to not live in sin.
Right.
Just like any other sin. If you're trying to come out of, whatever it is that, that got a strong hold on you.
Right.
But it's not like that anymore. Mm-hmm. They don't want this. There was even a conference that was trying to take all of the homosexual scriptures, the scriptures against homosexuality out of the Bible. Trying to completely strip that out, because I guess for the modern day laws of the land. So now it's hateful now.
Right.
To have that in the Bible. It's like, okay, is it going to make it any less true?
Right. But see, here's the thing though. and if you, it's like this, it's very simple, and it's not hard for us to really comprehend what I'm about to say, because we live it. If you're happy, you're just happy. That's just what it is. If you're sad, you're just sad. That's just what it is. And I can't change your happiness, because that's what you want to be. So I don't want to be happy. Don't make me happy. If I just want to be a grumpy person, well, let me be who I am. But one thing I'm not going to do is let you impose your will on me. Right. I might not have nothing to be happy about. So you can't look at me and judge me in a way that makes me look like I'm a villain or I'm a bad person. But that's what I'm saying to them. If a homosexual person want to be, I'm talking about church now. I'm not dealing with. I'm talking about if homosexual men and women that's going to invade the churches with all these lies. If that's what you want to do, I'm not even dealing with you. I'm dealing with the people in the church. you got the people that's in the church. The people that's in the church, you got to bust a move. Mm-hmm. You got to bust a move, because if you don't, these people with this warped mindset, it's so bad, they even attack God, the nature of how God created them. And not only that, they attack God as well. So you sit in these churches with these people, and you know that these people are warped. These people have spiritual desires to overthrow anything that you believe in when it comes to God. But they can't be spiritual, but they led by a spirit who is Satan. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
And I believe they have a better, most people that are living that lifestyle who don't like what the word says about it, a lot of them just stay away from the church altogether.
Right.
They don't want no part of the church. They don't want no part of religion. Period. Even if it's not Christianity.
Right.
Because most religions are against homosexuality.
Right.
These people have a better chance of turning their life around, in my opinion, than the ones that's in the church preaching that this is okay.
Right.
So my thing is, why is it, if you claim to be someone who believes in the word, that you decide you're going to, if you believe in the word at all, you got to believe in the whole thing.
Right.
Why even claim to be a Christian?
Okay.
When you truly believe that part of the Bible is wrong.
Right.
Because if that's wrong, then what else is wrong?
Right.
If that's wrong, then fornication is, if that's not wrong, then fornication is not wrong. If fornication is not wrong, then adultery is not wrong.
Right.
And the list just goes on and on and on and on. So I don't know why they even want to claim Christianity, they're Christians, and still try to push that, okay, this is misunderstood, or this is wrong, they got this wrong. Right. Okay, well, if that's wrong, what else is wrong?
Okay.
So, I just don't get that.
Okay, so I'm gonna make my little statement, and she want to make another statement. Then we're gonna close it out, because we as believers, we're not gonna accept men calling men who just burning in the flames of homosexuality, just lusting out on that. And I got a message to some of you women. You helping these men and women go to hell, and they helping you go with them, because when you move to compassion by somebody practicing what they consider as a lifestyle and a way of life, and God approves it, you condemn your own self, because you're part of it. You're a part of it. If you wouldn't be supporting a man that abused some child, but you will support this man. You would throw him on the bus, but you would give this man a pass. Sin is sin. Let's be real. But I just wanted to hit you with that and put something on your mind. If my wife, you want to say something, we're going to close out. But before we close out, don't forget to subscribe. Y'all help us grow this channel. And don't forget to hit that notification button and hit that like.
If I'm going to close out with anything, I would just close out saying David and Jonathan would not love us.
Okay.
And Naomi and Ruth would not love us either.
Right.
And he need to stop with that foolishness and leading all these people astray. That's all I got to say.
All right. Until we see y'all again, we out.